Alright, welcome back to Crypto Grandmaster, and let's just get right into it. And over here, let's look at the market and see what's going on. It looks like the market cap's at 403,714,137,757, and it looks like there might be a little bit of a pullback over here. Let's take a look at the biggest gainers. It looks like Bitcoin private is up by 15%. Verge is also up a little bit. Decentraland, Tether, and Chainlink. And let's take a look at the biggest losers right now: EOS, Ontology, H-Shares, Mixin, and Cortex. EOS has been on quite a run recently, so it's just doing a little bit of a pullback. And I'm going to get back to Bitcoin private over here in a second, but I wanted to show this to you. In the news, it says it's a startup that launches crypto for cash credit platform, and it's going to be backed by TechCrunch. But I mean, honestly, that is probably the worst thing you could do, is trading your crypto for cash if you're not going to hold on to it, because this year is going to be absolutely huge. And apparently they've crunched the numbers, and they're saying that crypto is it's no longer nearly as volatile as it was. And so obviously, that's why you would even start something like this up, is if you knew or you thought for sure that crypto was going to go up. So if somebody gives you $100 in Bitcoin, right, tomorrow it could be, or in a week it could be worth $200. But if that person doesn't make the payment, then you're done, right? You have their Bitcoin. So anyway, that's just something to keep in mind. This seems like a no-brainer, but hey, it's cool, and it's going to bring more awareness, right? I guess that's what the end game is. And over here, the biggest gainers is Bitcoin private. So we want to talk to you about that. Recently, we just mentioned to you that there was this Bitcoin Anonymous that came out, and it's almost identical. The fork is identical. It's Z Classic and Bitcoin, and it's on a 1-to-1 ratio, and so they're making it a privacy coin. And that was here's the thing, that news of the Bitcoin Anonymous, if they have a bigger team and they have more money backing it, this could bring more awareness also to Bitcoin private. And as of right now, Bitcoin private is at $40.28. Now, if you look at this, here, let's just refresh this and make sure that we're getting the latest numbers. So it's at $41.19, right? So at its all-time high over here, Bitcoin private was about $86. And there was some things going on with the whole fork, and it didn't happen, and Bittrex announced it literally less than 24 hours before it happened. But they weren't going to put it on the exchange. They just gave you a Bitcoin private for your Z Classic. And so what was the point, is that you got it and then you had to transfer it out. So it was weird. I mean, it was just really weird how things played out. And so if you look at it and you see right here, I mean, there aren't any exchanges. I mean, Trade Satoshi is there and Nanix, but if you look at the volume that's being traded, it's really low, right? I mean, it's really low. And I'm sorry, this X Trades here, if I'm not pronouncing it right, and then Trade Ogre, all of these are there, and then System Coin. So the point is that nobody even knows, obviously Trade Satoshi and these, so they know about them, but they're really low volume exchanges. No offense to anybody. So that's the whole thing, is that if you take a look over here, Bitcoin Private has just updated their white paper. They've added a new roadmap for 2018, and that could be one of the reasons why the price is kind of surging over here. This just came out recently, And then also, very interesting, now this is very interesting. If you look over here, this is HITBT's official. HITBT was supposed to list Bitcoin private, and they were supposed to do it earlier on in the month, and that didn't happen. But HITBTC did add this tweet on April 5th, and they said, adding a new coin to exchange is a complex multi-factor, multi-party process, so we prefer not to announce listings far in advance. However, we're happy to confirm that BTCP is currently in our plans, although the date is still to be announced. Thanks for your patience. So that's basically a guarantee that BTCP is going to get listed on HITBTC. Now, why is that a big deal, right? So if you go over here to 24-hour volume rankings, Binance is there, OKX is there, Upbit is there, this Humobi, Bitfinex, Bittrex, and then here's HITBTC, right? So by volume, if you look at it, that's 391,588,681 in 24 hours, almost the same as Bittrex. So that's a pretty decent exchange, right? It's top 10. So when they list Bitcoin private, you can most probably expect it to easily double. That's just the analysis that I'm coming up with, right? So this is going back to that whole $80, which is what it was when we looked at it over here at the highs of 86, right? 86.73 it looks like. That's most probably, can you imagine that? And that's with this, no exchanges actually supporting it. So once HITBTC supports it, that's going to bring so much more awareness, and people are going to have access to it, and they're going to be able to buy it. So that alone, like we said, is going to absolutely boost the price of Bitcoin private. Team seems to be there. They like we said, they just did release a new development roadmap for 2018. It looks like there's a lot of things going on, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. I just want to bring that up to you. And then now you have this Bitcoin Anonymous on their tails, and it's identical, and they're saying that Bitcoin private didn't execute properly, but they are going to make sure that they do. So we'll see what happens, and it looks like HITBTC might add it at any second. Also, that could be the anticipation for this going up by 15%, but honestly, if HITBTC does add it, it's going to go up pretty. It should easily double, because the volume is going to be there. There's no volume right now. Nobody can get a hold of it. It's on the smaller exchanges. So, but that was that. And then look at this. As you can tell from the thumbnail, Verge free trip to Amsterdam. What are we talking about, right? So if we go over here and you look at it, Verge has tweeted out the first Verge meetup in Amsterdam, June 9th, 2018. So how is that a free trip? So it's a write-off, right? So if you hold Verge and you're going to the conference and you're talking, now I can only tell you what was told to me by my accountant, but he said it's definite, especially if you own Verge, Crypto Currencies, and you're gonna want to check with your accountant. But my accountant said that it's a write-off, and it's legitimate, right? So that's gonna be kind of awesome with these cryptocurrencies. They start having these meetups in some nice exotic places, and we might be able to get a vacation out of it for free, right? Obviously, you have to pay for the vacation if you have a business, right? It's a business expense. You also have to show that your business is making money. So if you have a business and you're buying cryptocurrency, anyway, you have to talk to your accountant about it and see how it works out. But this could definitely be a business write-off, is what I was told, and so you should definitely keep that in mind. This is awesome. It's great news. And we'll see what happens and how it keeps growing. Things keep growing and things keep happening. But upon this news, I think we should rename Verge as the party coin. You know what I'm saying? Because Amsterdam, that's pretty much the ultimate party destination, right? Anything goes. So, but that is what we wanted to talk to you about today in this video. And check it out, and let us know what you think down in the comments below. Are you going to be going to Amsterdam? Is it going to be a paid vacation, a business trip, right? And what do you think about Bitcoin private? I mean, is it surefire, right? Profits, definite gains. HITBTC over here going to be listing it anytime soon, right? Who knows? Sitting at a price right now of about, let's refresh this here, 42.16, 20% up. I mean, and that's nothing. Look at this. The trade volume is nothing, right? So, HITBTC and Verge. That's what this episode's about. Take care, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one.